It's the time of the season when love runs high. In this time, give it to me easy, and let me try with pleasured hands to take you in the sun to promised lands, to show you everyone. It's the time of the season for loving. What's your name? Who's your daddy? Is he rich like me? Has he take us anytime to show you what you need to live? Tell it to me slowly, tell you why I really want to know. It's the time of the season for loving. What's your name? Who's your daddy? Is he rich like me? Has he taken any time to show you what you need to live? Tell it to me slowly, tell you why I really want to know. It's the time of the season for loving.
Hello, happy Sunday. This is High Priestess Jamila. All right, so first of all, I wanted to hip you guys to the Jezebel Spirit video that I did part 1, because I will be doing a part 2 or probably even a part 3 on that spirit. And I think that the information that I am bringing about Jezebel spirit is going to be very valuable. And I want to talk a little bit about it today, like right now. But I want to alert you guys that the comment section is going to get shut down. And, you know, the reason why is because in social media, you like, I don't even think in social media, but just in the world, there's a lot of people who have a stick up their butt. And it is so sad to be that way, in my opinion. And so it annoys me, those types of people that are constantly expecting things to be perfect. And it's that extreme narcissism, that energy. I can't stand it because it's not normal. It's almost inhuman, and it feels very weird. And I don't like it. And then also being that I'm being targeted on this website, Hey1EQL, um, especially being with that, I decided to shut down the comment section because I'm being targeted by a group of narcissists who um, haven't have a expectation for everybody to be perfect and to do things perfectly when they are so very, very flawed people. And again, I explained that, first of all, I'm not here for that. I'm not, how do I put this? Um, I don't, I don't have to be, I don't have to be approved of by people, by anybody. Nobody has to validate me. I don't need anybody's permission. You see what I'm saying? Like nobody can tell me what to do or what to say. And narcissistic people are very controlling, and they want to control how you feel. They want to, they're such control seekers. And this is why people avoid relationships with them, that they will try to destroy everything, in a blink of an eye. And this is the reason why those people really have no power and control over this planet or this globe, as far as like the masses of people, because they would make a decision to blow up this entire planet just because people are not perfect. And they're always trying to find something wrong. They're overly critical. And that is a spirit. I believe it's the Jezebel spirit. So apparently, one of these narcissistic trolls must have mistook what I was saying about the Jezebel spirit and possibly got insulted. Because when we think about the Jezebel spirit, we think about a very sexy, dominating woman, is what we think about. And people, which was the point of that video, that so I'm not surprised that type of person would completely mistake or not even understand the entirety of the video. So I'm gonna tell y'all what I'm talking about. So somewhere in the video, and I'm gonna listen to it again. And I was kind of sleepy and tired because I went to sleep probably about like right after I uploaded that video. Right afterwards, I went to sleep. And And I think somewhere in the video I mentioned something about astrology. I don't know why I mentioned astrology. Um, and I may have said something about cancers being a fixed sign. And so, it may have been, that's just like if something is a typo or if somebody accidentally says the wrong thing. It's called a mistake and it's not that big of a deal. And I think that there's a lot of people that, and I can't be around those people. I don't want to, I don't want to hear or argue with or debate with those types of people because honestly, it wasn't that big of a deal for me to mistakenly say that about, because okay, it would be different if it was an astrology video. I wasn't making a video about astrology, and this person decided that they were going to come and watch my video so that they could be critical of it. Hey Shamika. And they just wanted to find something wrong with what I was saying. And I've got these people stalking me all the time, trolling me, and I think trolls have taken it a little too far. Like way too far. Like, goodness gracious, relax. Oh my God. So this person made a huge deal about me saying that a cancer is a fixed sign. Now, first of all, if you understand anything about astrology, because this person talked to me like this person wanted to leave the comment so that they could discredit everything else that I said based upon that one thing. And the comment is still up. Y'all can go look at it. And, basically at the same time, I guess wanted to make me feel stupid. So everything else that I said in that video must have been wrong because I mistakenly said, and honestly, this person was like, go read it. It's like I just couldn't imagine being like that. Like obviously, if the video were about whether or not cancers were mutable, fixed, or cardinal, if the video would have been about that and I made that mistake, then it would have been a big deal. Hello, Trapland. Then it would be a big deal. Then I would be stupid, right? But everything that I said about Jezebel spirits, in my opinion, was correct. And it is something that I am fixed on. And so I'm going to break down for y'all because it's so easy. All you have to do is Google it. There's many, many, many things that you, I guess, could learn and possibly even agree with when it comes to astrology. Do I feel that astrology and the research and the information is all the way correct in every situation? Probably not. Maybe it is. It's not that big of a deal to me, right? But okay, so I wrote it down, right? So Aries, Cancer, Libra, and Capricorn, those are the cardinal signs. And so these are supposed to be supposedly some of the most powerful of the zodiac, okay? And so the cardinals are like the initiators, visionaries, leaders, and self starters. Is that always true for Libras, Aries, Cancer, Capricorn? No, it's not. So it's not an exact science, is it? I mean, I guess that's the way it's supposed to be. I mean, as a Cancer sun on the cusp of Gemini, I would say that describes me. right? I've always been a visionary. I've always had leadership qualities. Is that true for all of those signs? No. There are a lot of Aries and Cancers and Libras and Capricorns that are followers, that are not self starters. They can be very codependent. So is that, no, it's not. Is that an exact science all the time? No, it's not. Okay, so the fixed signs are Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, and Aquarius. And fixed is immovable, fixated, stubborn, but then they also are supposed to carry out the visions set by the cardinals. Okay. Is every Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, or Aquarius carrying out my visions? No, they're not. In fact, they go totally against my beliefs. They go totally against me. In fact, some of them are quite fixated on working against me. So that's, so it's not an exact science. Okay, mutable signs are Gemini, Virgo, Sag, and Pisces. So they're supposed to complete things, and for some reason, is that all of the signs on here? For some reason, um, so they're supposed to embrace the inevitable. Is every Gemini, Virgo, Sag, or Pisces embracing what's inevitable? No, they're not. In fact, I see a lot of Geminis, Virgos, Sagittarius, and Pisces just going around in a circle. So that's not always the truth, right? I mean, maybe possibly eventually. And then also when you're looking at astrology, when you're looking at astrology, we can be so many different things on many different subjects. So for example, right, I am on the cusp of Gemini and I am very Gemini dominant. If you look at my chart, I'll post it. I don't mind posting my chart. I'll post it on my community wall. So Gemini is a fixed, no. Gemini is a mutable sign, right? There are some things that, well, I definitely would say that and it's so many other things, like it's books and books and many, pages and pages about what mutable actually means with the, I mean, it all means the same thing. Like when you go around in the circle, it just but then again, I am a Leo rising. Leos are fixed. I would say that describes me too. There are some things that I am immovable about and that I'm very stubborn about. Jezebel spirits is one of them. Maybe that's because of my Leo rising. Then I have a Virgo moon. Okay. Virgos are mutable. So I would say that I'm that too. Then I have a Taurus Venus. Okay. My Mercury is in Gemini. So when it comes to astrology, I don't think that anybody is one way about anything. And so anyway, I think that primarily what it was about discrediting what I was saying about um Jezebel. And I think it was all about, I think that whoever left the comment knew that I was telling the truth about Jezebel, but wanted to discredit me for saying something wrong. I said cancers are a fixed sign, and maybe it was a slip. Maybe I was saying that, this is something that I am immovable about as far as with Jezebel. Okay. There are some people that agree with everything. And see, I don't ever, ever. When it comes to certain things, I use logic. That's just like saying all witches are bad or all witches are psychics. So when you look at something from logic, you can always assume one thing is the other if you're not looking at things logically, right? And I think that this is what ties into our intellect. So one thing is not going to necessarily be one way, and just because I said that wrong, oh my god, throw me over the boat. So I should be completely discredited because I said, and I need education, right? So anyway, it just yeah, I can't live like that. I am a free flowing spirit when it comes to certain things like that. That's just like there's some things that I'm very, very open minded about. But then again, there are some things that I am very, very immovable about. And so maybe that's possibly what I was saying because, some of the important aspects of my personality are fixed and some of them are mutable and some of them are cardinal. The whole point, and I'm not an astrologist. I kind of delve into astrology, but I'm more of a psychic witch and I'm a medium. And I can tell you that just speaking about Jezebel spirits in that video made me feel very uncomfortable. I don't know if it was because of maybe the rituals that were being done last night at the exact same time. Maybe it was the conversations that were being had, possibly involving me, that made me feel uncomfortable at the exact same time. I do not like Jezebel spirits and I rebuke her. I don't like Jezebel spirits. I refuse to accept anything that Jezebel has tried to force on me or either educate me about when it comes to my love and my sex life and even other things. I completely reject it. So that was the point of that video. The point of that video is that I don't like Jezebel's spirit. I think she's a little too over the top. That's just like narcissism. I believe that the narcissistic spirit is probably can be considered male, even though females go through that, men can be afflicted by Jezebel as well. I don't like, and I don't want to say that. I think that here's my thing about Jezebel. I believe that Jezebel takes normal things like lust and love and beauty and relationships and everything, just everything, and perverts it and creates this toxic environment to where it's just, and I believe she just causes struggle in every area. And what I was saying in that video is that as a divine feminine, I don't need Jezebel, just like I don't need to be narcissistic. Things are much easier for me than that, maybe. I don't know. I don't like Jezebel. And because, she has consistently, for me, my entire life, from what I've picked up on her spirit, she is consistently bought pain and suffering into my life personally, and has tried to force me into these indoctrinated beliefs that I don't agree with. And that's coming from me as a witch, and I have the right to feel that way. You see what I'm saying? Thank you, 1EQL. And I expressed it perfectly in that video how I feel about Jezebel spirits. For me, Jezebel needs to sit down and have a seat. She is a very highly unevolved, very childish. Jezebel to me reminds me of a temper tantrum. She's just having a temper tantrum. She's the unevolved female spirit. It's very immature and toxic. Okay. Now, when I speak about the Jezebel spirit, a lot of people take it as this divine feminine energy that, especially some witches. Is it okay for me to be different? What, are you gonna kill me because I'm different? Because I have a difference in opinion? This is what I'm talking about. This is why I don't like Jezebel. I don't like her because she's trying to force people, and she is not even powerful enough to force people to do anything. She's not going to force me to do anything. So people equate Jezebel with being this strong, female energy, and she's beautiful, and she dominates men, and she does it in a forceful way, yelling and screaming. And even the times where I have behaved like Jezebel, I am ashamed. But I feel that Jezebel creates that. She creates it. And I don't like it because it's so stressful. I don't like anything stressful. What does it have to be stressful for? Okay. And then also, I don't trust Jezebel. I don't trust her intent. I feel that she is very murderous and destructive. You know? Yeah, she's a drama queen, and she actually, to me, she doesn't liberate women. She's not liberating anybody. She's just creating this hell for everybody, in my opinion. So, for example, as a witch, I see Jezebel taking over and possessing people all the time as a medium. And I don't like it because it's very disruptive, because she's weak, because she's very, very codependent. And if things don't go her way because she is not strong and powerful enough, and she's not strong and powerful enough to just create, right? To just create something. What she creates always has to be at the cost of others. And she's not magical and she's not powerful. Okay. She's not. So if she was magical and powerful, she would be able to create something better. But she doesn't want to. She doesn't have the capability. She's very lower vibrational. And I'm talking about sub low, like at the bottom of the totem pole. That's my opinion. What is she gonna force me to think something else? And I have spent many years previously, prior before clearing out her spirit. I spent many years violating myself as a woman because of Jezebel, because of her non-understanding. So for example, if one of the Jezebel spirits, because there's many of them, if one of the Jezebel spirits was to possess your man or your husband and force him to cheat or go against you, because Jezebel again is very jealous. I mean, I just, her energy, she's constantly wanting to tear down and derail everything, not just men, everybody. And I feel that her energy doesn't even really like, I feel like she's so destructive that she doesn't even like males. She don't really like men. She has nothing but contempt in her heart. She's very malicious. And so, being a medium, what I have picked up on is her placing people, not just men, under possession, and she wants to murder them, or either get them to do something crazy, or either to murder their wives and children. She is a horrible spirit. So a lot of people feel like Jezebel, her energy is like, oh, she is like a strong, powerful, divine feminine. But how are you strong and powerful when all you know how to do is to, you don't know how to heal? You know what I'm saying? Like it's really difficult to even express it, which was why I recorded a video, because I feel like the transmissions are being interrupted because of so many, there's people in here watching, and the way that they embrace Jezebel as a woman that always gets what she wants. And then also I feel that she's connected to the sex industry. I don't like the sex industry. She likes all things perverted. I don't like that when it comes to sex and when it comes to love. I am fixed and I'm immovable when it comes to the way that I conduct my relationships. And then also, I feel that Jezebel is a parasite. Would I say that she's a vampire? No, no. And I think that a lot of people sort of confuse her with Lilith. And if you notice, they don't call her a Jezebel goddess. So I believe that there's some people that do worship Jezebel, and they invoke her spirit. And I don't like her. And I have every right to not like her. I have every right to not like the things that she does. And if I feel that I need to banish her or get rid of her energy, I will. You're not going to force me. And I feel that this is the total. I feel that Jezebel spirits are make up a bulk of what is destroying this earth. Okay. Yeah, Lilith is totally opposite, a totally different. Jezebel is she's like, did y'all ever see that show on HBO Max called The Baby? They only ran it for one season. And it's probably misinterpreted by a lot of people as just being a show about, these the craziness of lesbianism, if you ever see it. But The Baby in there describes how I see Jezebel. just as this person that can't ever be fulfilled. Nothing will satisfy her. Nothing. And so for me, this is the reason why Jezebel is a whore. She can't just be happy with one man. She's got to go and have several. She's a cheater. She's a liar. And when a man doesn't want a woman like that, she's trying to force him. Why don't men want women like that? Because of the obvious. I mean, it's pretty much a no-brainer. And so she just kind of goes around, doing what she's doing and tells other women that are not like that they are weak and that they are stupid. And oh, go watch me. I'm going to go and seduce your husband and I'm going to pass him a disease and I'm going to get you. I'm going to get you. I'm going to get revenge on you because I hate you. She's nothing but hate. And she just consumes people constantly. And I don't like her. Okay. And as a witch, I don't have to be connected with her. She's been trying to force some kind of connection with me, and I don't have to be. I don't have to be connected with her. She's for example, I can make love to my one husband and be satisfied with that. And I think that she messes with people's minds. Like, for example, everybody knows that I have this vision of building or either buying a lake house with, my 666 house, right? 6 bedrooms, 6 baths, 6 fireplaces. When I get that, I'm going to be satisfied with that. And especially at my age, that's, and I may make improvements or expand the property or whatever, but I'm not going to be like, oh, now that I got this, what else can I get? I need more. I need more. I need more. And I just, that's the way I see her. And she's constantly thrill seeking, and at anybody's expense. It doesn't matter. She's not a good person. You know what I'm saying? And a good spirit. And I don't like her. And I don't think that she likes human beings. She doesn't. She's very, 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 she's very, 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 she represents antitrust, and it's all about, oh, and and I want this and I want this and I want, and it just, I mean, damn, are you gonna consume everything? Oh, I want what I have, and then I want what you have, and I want what that person. I mean, it's just diabolical. Trapland, I don't know why you blaming men. I see women doing it. I don't know why you blaming men. Of course, I'm not talking about myself. I'm not a whore. I don't sleep around with a bunch of people. I'm not trying to destroy people's lives. I'm not fixated on people to the point where, for example, there are a lot of women on this website that are very dynamic, very phenomenal. I don't seek to destroy those women so that I can feel better about myself. I can be great over here while they are great over there. But I don't feel under attack by men. I feel under attack by women, Trapland. These women are the ones that are conjuring Jezebel. It's not men. Why would they do that? Men, for the most part, don't like Jezebel prototypes. They don't. And I think that women are going against other women because they have that Jezebel spirit in them, or they are the embodiment of Jezebel spirit, and they just can't let people alone. And and they're the, and so I think it's obvious. I think it's obvious. This world is in trouble. Goodness gracious. For example, there was a time I remember in 2012, and I was 6 months pregnant with my youngest child. I wasn't thinking about, what I was thinking about, yes, I was thinking about starting a spiritual business. I was thinking about starting a business, yeah. But I wasn't thinking about, oh, look at that woman over there. Oh, I was thinking about my family. I was thinking about having my baby. And then Jezebel spirited women started moving in, then harassing, attacking me, and have been attacking me ever since. When have I done that to these women? So yeah, you are confused. I wish that you would like take your confusion somewhere else. I'm sorry. Like the proof is in the pudding. And that's another thing. Jezebel is a liar. You know what's funny about Jezebel is that she will do shit right in front of people. Just all of a sudden. And it's always gotta be, you did something to me. It's like a ew. She'll do stuff right in front of people and then say you did it. No, I didn't do that. You did that. If anything, it's called mental illness. What's wrong with you? Jezebel spirited women will do things to other women and men and then say somebody else did it. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck? Like, are we all stupid? Can we not? Oh, so you're gonna you're gonna try to interpret what everybody saw. So everybody in the world crazy, but you. We didn't all see what you did. Yeah, like she'll do something and say, I didn't do that. Like, what, are you insane? Somebody break out the straight jacket. What else can you do? I don't take you seriously. How can anybody take you seriously when we can see what, like literally everybody witnesses what you're doing? I didn't do that. Jamila did it. Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. Like it's funny to me. Like that's why I don't want to speak to you. I don't want to talk to you. I don't. And you can't take my man from me. Cause I'm stronger than you. I'm more powerful than you, Jezebel. You're not an underdeveloped child, boo boo. You're an underdeveloped human. You don't even know how to be human. Your behavior is not that of a human woman or an empress. It's not. And I don't know exactly who created you, but we need to kick that bitch in the face for real. You know what I'm saying? Like she is the embodiment of like Jezebel will sit there and she'll look at a group of women and they just be sitting there minding their own business. One of them might be breastfeeding their baby. and they just, talking and having coffee. And Jezebel be like, nah, look at those women over there. I don't fuck with them. Like, I hate Jezebel. Get the fuck out. God damn. She be calling, trying to contact somebody, you know, uh, sending demons and stuff and spirits. And she just can't sit the hell down. Jezebel just, and she's got a lot of anxiety. She can't stand, she don't really have her own identity either. It's just all, what's the word that I'm looking for? She just goes and she doesn't stop to think about anything. She's very unintelligent in my opinion. So, right, right. Yeah, and I mean, okay. So if you Jezebel spirited women were all that, why does my opinion matter? I'm just giving my opinion. I'm not lying on you. I'm not spreading rumors. I'm not saying that I saw you and I witnessed you chopping the head off of a baby and drinking the kid's blood. I haven't bared false witness against you. So I'm not doing that to you. I'm stating an opinion of the Jezebel spirit. Why are you taking it so personally? And if you feel like I'm talking about you, oh well, why can't you just go away and leave people's families and children and husbands alone? Why can't you just do that? You don't have the power to break up anybody's relationships. You have the power to cause temporary insanity and regret later on. That's it. People regret it, and even though they don't want to admit it, because they're afraid that you're going to give them some kind of panic attack, or you're going to make their heart beat faster or something. Which that to me, that don't scare me. It's like a temporary high, and it's almost like people that smoke crack cocaine. They be high for real high, feeling good for 5 minutes, and then, oh, it just you're not anything. You're not stable. You're not a long-term solution to anything. I mean, if it were left up to Jezebel, we would all be living in huts. You don't create, you don't build, you destroy, Jezebel. And angry, like they're like Jezebel spirited women are angry. Why would you take that personally? Because I'm telling the truth. The truth hurts you. And then you're very petty. Because what does it mean? The things that you're able to do, what does it mean? It means nothing. Not in the grand scheme of things, it means nothing. And so in that video, y'all should check it out, because I feel that especially Jezebel does not jive with the age of Aquarius. And I was saying that she is outdated. She's outdated. She's the unevolved female that probably, she's the unevolved, uneducated female prototype prior to that, I don't want to say prior to, but yeah, prior to, women's rights, right? Which women have always had rights, and so her energy may have popped up during a time of, civil unrest when it came to women, but those times have passed. And then also, she's never applied to witches. And I believe in history, Jezebel has not gotten along with witches and shamans and people that can read spirit and interpret spirit. which is the truth, getting down to the nitty-gritty of things. You know, it's an outdated spirit. It's like we've been done got past that. Why you keep bringing that up? She's always stuck on the past, and a lot of people don't realize that she did pop up and started popping off during Mercury retrograde, and that lets you know. So Mercury retrograde forces you to revisit the past, and you need to go back in the past where you belong, because you don't count right now in the future. That's how I feel about it. Right. Right. And everybody, listen, everybody that Jezebel um influences ends up with something horrible happening to them. Everybody. And they're kind of just stuck in this hell with, and they get out of it, and then Jezebel goes back into wherever she comes from, this dark place, plotting her next, and she hates happiness. I believe that Jezebel hates children. She just hates them. And that's why I said it's a spirit. It's people are trying to put throughout history, people have tried to put um the face of a woman on her. And I think and a spirit is a spirit. So she wants to be feminine or female, but she doesn't represent me as a sacred divine feminine at all. Okay, not even my primordial or my pagan gods. None of them like her. None of the gods that I deal with. Otherwise, I wouldn't have made that video about her. you know, if I liked Jezebel, I'd be trying to be cool with Jezebel, but I don't. In fact, I feel that my spirits predate her altogether. She may somehow be connected with Abrahamic religions as well. Okay, because the Bible speaks a lot about her, but the Bible speaks about Jezebel in a simple way, but I think that it's far more sinister than what we know. Because, and whenever I see Jezebel spirited women, whenever I see them, and I can pick up on what they're thinking, and it's all fake love, but I want to destroy you. I'm very non-forgiving. You did something to me that I probably need to just move on from, but now I'm here to take out revenge on something that I'm not even entitled to, and I'm willing to destroy your life over something petty, but I'm going to smile in your face because I just want to create destruction in your life. Let me block this person. Yeah. Bye. Goodness gracious. And listen, nobody takes you seriously. And we can tell, because if people did take you seriously, would you have to keep pursuing me? I don't want to argue with you. I've already put everything into place to destroy all of the things that you did. And I will. So listen. If you are a powerful woman, and you've done what you're done and you're going to carry out your plight, then what do you need to argue with me for? So basically you feel so powerless that you have to convince me of something. Is it, is this supposed to be your art of war? I'm a little confused. Why is your success so codependent upon me? I don't understand it. Why can't you just go and be a separate person on your own? Why can't you stand alone? Hey, Black Karma. Yeah, why can't you just stand alone? Why is it always me? Why, what? And the constant lies. You basically have to live in a lie constantly. Like it's ridiculous. That's why I'm gonna shut down the comment section on my videos. I'm a go to the YouTube studio and do that today because I can't handle it. I don't want to hear from you. You are constantly trying to be taken seriously based upon me and what I'm doing, based upon my people, based upon my family, my mama, my kids, my husband, my man, my ex. Like, why don't you go and do you? That's what and that's what I'm saying. And then also I was saying that I don't believe that Jezebel is connected to necessarily Jezebel root, because until I can actually see a credible source where they have found, like whatever root, wherever it came from, wherever the Jezebel root, the actual herb that people use to do spells and potions or to bring in certain energies, until I see a credible source that, oh, okay, in the year 16,000, it was discovered, not 16,000, in the 16th century, Jezebel went, a funny looking lady or a stinky lady went and farted on a tree. And ever since then, men were, attracted to this funky smell, and they just, they like the smell of farts and poop, and they just, money just appeared out of nowhere because Jezebel farted, on a root, on a herb or a seed. And, that, you know what I'm saying? Like until I see some kind of text describing where the hell it came from, I don't see you being valuable. And I think that you're horrible for women. I think Jezebel is horrible for women. Very close to very close to narcissist, to the narcissist demon. Creating problems and then telling women why they shouldn't love their man while they are facilitating the problems and trying to seduce people. And then people looking and they're like, I'm sorry, let's look at reality here. I'm not seeing or agreeing with anything that you're saying. And I personally think that, nobody in this world, let alone a man, would want to be around you for more than 5 minutes. The energy is just very toxic to the point where it's like I wouldn't even be able to stand to be in the same room with you. And you know what I'm saying? Like she's constantly, okay, so that's just like, let me give y'all an example of what I'm saying. So Jezebel is very jealous. She wants what everybody else has. It's like, well, goddamn, do you what do you want, Jezebel? Like she just looks at everybody and says, I want that, I want that, and I want that. Well, goddamn, you gonna be 5,000 different people? So let's say that I just decided, eh, you know, um, I'm gonna conjure Jezebel spirit, which I don't work with Jezebel spirit, not for my breakup workings, because she's so temporary. Like, if in the case you have to break someone up, okay, that wouldn't be the energy that you would necessarily need to use. But let's say I was using Jezebel spirit, and so I conjure her to completely pervert and flip everything upside down. And then I come back and I say, girl, that man ain't shit. Look at what he doing. He's sitting up here looking at so and so, even though so and so smells like a pig's ass. Look at that, girl. And I done did that. I created that separation, right? And then that's Jezebel. And then when Jezebel finds out, oh shit, what I did didn't work, and she's like, don't tell me. Don't tell me. I'm gonna cover up my ears. Don't tell me. I'm gonna act a fool, when the truth comes out, when it's like I'm an empress and I destroy you. No. 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 You mean to tell me, like, it's hilarious to me. You know what I'm saying? And I've been destroying Jezebel for years and I'll continue to. Let's do this. You want to battle? Do you really want this battle with me, Jezebel? Because, I just don't think that you do. Jezebel is a bum. She's a bum bitch. That's why I would never work with her as a witch. Shout it out. If you are a witch that works with Jezebel spirits, let me know. In my humble opinion, Jezebel is a bum bitch. And see, with me, I represent and I always have, the Wealthy Witch Alliance, you know, not somebody and wealthy people don't have to go around trying to destroy other people's wealth. That's more of a parasite. We don't have to do schemes and scams. We're just wealthy because it just is what it is. Jezebel is a bum. She tried to destroy my company, but she's in for a rude awakening. Constantly trying to compete with somebody, not realizing that she has no place, in other people's earth. What is this? Hold on, y'all. I gotta look at oh, there it is. Yes, it is. So and what are you gonna do? You gonna force me to validate you? I'm never gonna validate you. If anything, I'm gonna destroy you because you're trying to destroy me and what I've built. Okay. And I think it's incredibly stupid. And, it just doesn't make any sense. So, and no, I don't agree with that spirit. And I think that if you want to be unstable, then yeah, go ahead and try some of Jezebel's tactics. You know what? It would be nice. It would be so nice if I could have a conversation with other witches. But, Jezebel has kind of made it difficult for me to even congregate or even have a conversation with other witches because she's so jealous. I'd like to know you guys' opinion of Jezebel, and you are entitled to your own opinion. You are, honestly, you are totally entitled to your own opinion. I think everybody should be. My opinion works for me, and then yours works for you. Or does it? Because you're constantly trying to crawl up my butt. I don't think that what you actually believe in actually works for you because it always has to involve me or my mother or somebody else. Again, why can't you stand on your own? You can't. And so I'm working on a sigil to banish Jezebel. I don't want her, in fact, when I'm with my man, I want privacy. I don't want her watching going, ooh, yeah, like, no, go away. You're weird, bro. Like, bro, you're weird. Jezebel's like that third party that's always trying to be in the bedroom. Ooh, set up the camera, record it. I want to see it. Ooh, it's like, what the fuck are you doing? I don't want to see you have sex. And I banish you, Jezebel, to hell. Uh, yeah. And all of the spirits that you bring in, the spirits of lies, the spirits of distrust and suspicion and you know all those all those bum entities. I banish you and rebuke you. Okay. By the power of the witches. Okay. Go away. That's just what y'all want me to say. What y'all want me to give in? Y'all want me to get? I'll never fold. Okay. And I'm not like you, because guess what? Someone indoctrinated you. Someone literally indoctrinated Jezebel. Okay. Or our people, the people that are harassing me right now, that's coming in the chat room trying to mess with my identity, right? Or trying to control how people see me, right? Okay. And just because you was weak-minded enough to become indoctrinated, okay, just because you were weak-minded enough to become indoctrinated to the point where you had to do and say all these things, doesn't mean that I am or everybody else is. You know what I'm saying? That's just like when I started my company. Company was very successful, was single the whole time, you know? And oh, that's another thing. Jezebel enjoys trying to weaponize men. Men, a real woman doesn't need to do that. Okay. So I don't know I don't know, hun. I don't know. Like, and what's crazy is that Jezebel will do very distrustful things right in front of you. And the people that are like stupid, they'll go right along with it because they're stupid. That's just like when a extreme Jezebel spirited woman did a video about me showing pornographic photographs of me. What does that even mean? It means that you're trash. It means that you can't be trusted by any sacred divine feminine. That's all that it means. It means that real women can't trust you. I mean, something as low lifed and trashy as this woman's actions. So, it was very low lifed and trashy. I mean, you can, oh, I guess you're trying to judge me and what I do in my private bedroom or bathroom. But that's my private bedroom. Hey, Jen. And we know that you manipulated to even get that footage. And at the end of the day, what it means is that you're just weak and codependent. Yeah, you were able to manipulate to get that footage. What does it mean? It means nothing. It means that you're perverted. My God, why can't you? You know, it's weird. Weird, bro. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't even understand, why people would even. I mean, your power as a woman is trying to disgrace another woman, and for what? And the fact that I'm not ashamed doesn't make me a Jezebel spirited woman. It makes me a human being. Be ashamed for what? I'll do it again. I mean, okay. Where does the shame come in? Does the shame come in that I didn't do that with you? And so yeah, I think that it is closely tied with lesbianism, which you know, I just yeah. So and it's funny how Jezebel, like I'm gonna tell you what Jezebel's spirit told me through a man. Oh, women don't want you either. Women don't want you. You're not sexy to other women. Nobody wants you. I don't want women to want me. So I realize that, y'all be flirting with each other and stuff and probably, having lesbian sex. I'm not jealous nor trying to even look at the lesbian sex that you're having. So it's a bunch of weird complexes that Jezebel has, and the things that she thinks that I want, I don't want, but yet she continues to try to convince other people that she's taken somehow everything that I want, even though Jezebel doesn't know what the hell I want. You know what I'm saying? And so she's not a psychic, she totally blind, probably don't even have no third eye, has absolutely no psychic ability. Constantly trying to read somebody, constantly trying to interpret what somebody is saying, eh, you know. I wouldn't even say she's a trickster. I just say she's a damn idiot. Trickster is way too far, but yeah, you're right. I hear you on that. But I mean, what's the result? It's not a good result. It's obviously not. You know, and it just it's very strange. You know what I'm saying? And usually women that are like Jezebel, they actually desire to be other people, and it's like, what's wrong with being yourself, dear? Like, you need to go back to charm school or something. Maybe you didn't never go to finishing school or something. You know what I'm saying? You know, living with my grandmother, because pretty much the circumstances and what God did, God led me and my mother to live with my grandmother from the time I was 10 years old until I turned 17. And then that's when my mother purchased her first home. It was when she divorced my father, or not, they didn't divorce. I don't think my parents ever got a divorce. Or maybe they did. No, I think my parents are still married to this day. I never heard my mother mention, oh, the divorce papers were final. Maybe I missed it. But, when my mother bought her first house, and my grandmother and my aunt, it was like, the grandmother and auntie finishing school for Jamila. I'm sorry you didn't have that, and yeah. So you know but you go ahead and continue to pretend. Okay, she's a pretender. Nothing's actually real. Okay. It isn't. It's all made up and contrived. It's a gimmick. It's a gimmick. It's almost like a gadget that you buy that doesn't actually work the way that you want it to work. So you end up going and getting getting something else that's a better design. So, and I can sense, boy, they real tight and pressed about that too. They real tight and pressed from what my spirit guides are telling me right now. Why y'all so tight and pressed? I thought y'all had it. If you got it, you got it. If you have real power, why do you have to use other people? Why do you have to band together in a group either? Not saying anything about covens or anything like that or groups of people, but I've been checking out the way they've been moving, and it looks stupid to me. Okay, that's just it looks like something that like somebody is gonna have to explain to me why in the fuck this even makes any sense. That's all. Am I wrong for saying that? I mean, and evidently there's people that must have that Jezebel spirit in them, which is weakening you because I was completely celibate. I didn't need to have sex magic with anybody to manifest anything. Maybe sex magic with myself. And I don't have to feed off of another woman's vagina. Am I wrong for saying that? Because it seemed like to me that some of these people be running around here trying to feed off of other women's cooch. I'm not on your cooch. Am I on your cooch? You on my cooch. You're the one requesting sex tapes and pictures and photographs and reports on my vagina. I don't care about your vagina. I could care less. Hold on, I'm gonna go to a quick music break, y'all. Yeah, I'm back. So I just don't understand why, why is everything so codependent on, other people? That's all I'm saying. And why the continued going on and on and on and on and on when you just gonna end up bankrupt anyway. I don't understand it. I really don't, you know. I'm just gonna end up bankrupt. And I just think it's ridiculous. I don't know the way that I do things as a witch, it works. Oh, I mean, you know what? I got a testimonial I'm gonna put up too. Shout out to my client. We enjoy doing our rituals. You know what I'm saying? We enjoy, I enjoy putting together my oils and putting together my herb mixes, and that's a part of the process. And you know what that brings, when you're able to focus on, your projects, like Jen, when I see you doing your apples and stuff and your candles and you be having that's what witches like. We like that. you know and these negatively charged spirited women, they don't understand that. And you spend so much of your time trying to discredit other people, because I saw somebody posting something, because I did some spiritual work where I used an apple and a banana. And I'm like, wow, you don't have a spare apple or a spare banana to use for spell work. Maybe you should learn from me. Wow, you're that broke that you don't have an apple and a goddamn banana. So sometimes when you're trying to discredit somebody, it just makes you look stupid. This person actually said, why is she wasting food? It was an apple and a banana worth less than $1. Wow, is it that rough or difficult for you? I don't want to, but I'm the stupid person, I guess. That's what, so I don't know. I just don't think that men or women should listen to you because you just, yeah. Yeah, man. A apple, I think a banana costs what, 20 cents, 10 cents? A apple, they're usually like, some of them are $2 a piece, $1 something, 50 cent. So sometimes when you are trying to discredit somebody, instead of anytime you're trying to bring somebody down, especially somebody that I don't care about you unless you're trying to do harm to me, then I'm gonna thrash you. I'm gonna teach you a lesson. My magic has a first name and her name is Karma. Okay. And so if you're trying to do something to harm me, yeah, I'm gonna show you. So why do it in the first place? Like, it just makes no sense to me. None of it. So to me, it's a bunch of unnecessary stuff that's just pissing a bunch of people off, that bears no fruit or result, that makes no sense. You know? So I don't know. I got up this morning, and you know what? I don't even want to talk about that, because I was looking at these court papers for this upcoming court date that I have, where I'm gonna, pretty much, for my mother's estate. And I thought about, showing them, but I'm like, what the fuck I'm gonna do that for? Kiss my ass? Like, the fuck? Like, and these people have been literally talking about my mother for days. Like, goodness gracious, like, Now, I thought you were a powerful goddess with all of these accolades, and so it just that's why I can't I can't I can't, and it's some real strange things going on that don't make no sense. Maybe we need to call to the demi the what do they call those, the demigods, or maybe we just need to let the archangels take care of whatever the hell's going on. I don't know. I thought about talking about it, but talking about it for what? We all know that it's going to kickstart so much, you know. And I don't have time for people trying to, they've been done went over there and tried to set my mother's house on fire or something, and then that would, they probably lose their life. I wouldn't be messing with my mother like that, but a lot of good things are getting ready to come. It really is. A lot of good things are getting ready to happen for a lot of, and I just don't understand, why go around doing that. Just stay away from, it's almost like you're squatting in my house and spitting in my face at the same time, and always watching what I'm doing, convincing yourself that this is somehow your job when really in reality you're just backbiting and trying to do these weak energy harvesting rituals. You know what I'm saying? And it's weird to me. It's just very weird. Yeah, it is absolutely, Jen. It's so bizarre. I don't matter to you, but yet you're always talking about me and trying to get my attention, but yet I don't matter to you. When was the last time I tried to talk to you or say anything to you? I think the last time was on the 12th of never. It's been so long, so I just don't want to be associated because it looks pathetic. Jealousy is pathetic anyway, being jealous of what somebody is manifested to the point where you're constantly trying to say, I did more, I got more than you. And it's like, no, actually, you don't have anything. You literally have nothing. And what are you going to do? Change my opinion? You're not going to feel good about the accomplishments that you have done until I validate you. I'm sorry. Since when and the fuck do, very powerful divine feminine needs the credibility from people that don't like them? We'd rather just ignore you. You're literally like a flea to us. If you don't like me, if you don't respect me, then get the hell on somewhere. What the hell? What you waiting on me to? You waiting on me to say? Oh, that's what it is, y'all. Waiting on me to come, and you think, hey, you gonna be waiting until you're a corpse. It's gonna not in any lifetime. Am I gonna come on here and say, I think that maybe they're waiting for me to say, oh, I'm broke down. I respect you. I can see your power. Oh, yeah, I should have gave you some credibility or credit. No, it's never gonna happen. Because what I see is you trying to use my power to attack me. That's all I see. I don't see it the same way, so it'll never happen. And then, stop. Like, I could say a lot of things. I could literally reveal a lot of the stuff that I know, especially about some of these people that are on YouTube and the things that they have been doing. Um, but I'm not, because it's ignorant. It's bum bitch shit that I don't even have to repeat. See no evil, speak no evil, hear no evil. My spirits can see exactly what you're doing. They don't give a fuck. That's all I'm saying. Like, so anyway, fuck Jezebel. Okay, go on back in your dark place, Jezebel. Leave me alone. Okay, leave me alone. Leave me alone. All right, y'all. I gotta go. Y'all have a good one. Bye.